lost some weight now. Good for him too.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I don't know. But Kenny Omega's here. My favorite ramen noodle-headed professional wrestler.
Oh,
He looks like he wants to die.
Tell me when we're starting this thing, by the way.
Already have.
Oh no!
That's right.
Oh,
Look,
jeez.
I want to capture.
Thank you for capturing my fat shaming of Boogie, who I'm sure is a lovely individual who makes good content on the internet. Hi, I'm George Brundle. I'm responsible for that joke.
I'm Larry Davis, Kenny Omega super fan.
And I'm Danny. I'm just here just because I'm just perusing around and saw you assholes. So
It's as
I
good a
told
reason
Danny
as
we
any.
were and just divided them. Bethesda is starting in less than 5 minutes, and they're going to drag this thing out for a full 90 minutes, and I guess we're going to find out just how that's possible.
let's speculate on where the cringe will happen. Last year it was
Todd Howard.
It was Todd Howard.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Todd Howard now after the whole events in like the horribleness that was 76. But
Welcome to
at the beginning-
70 minutes of a Fallout 76 apology tour, followed by Doom Eternal gameplay.
It's literally just the South Park footage, but it's just Todd Howard's head superimposed on that dude.
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, every Elder Scrolls game's been great. Every Fallout game better than the one before it.
Oh, of course. No,
I mean,
like
it's
of
just
course.
go trending skyward.
It
Skyrim.
just works.
Yes, it just works.
More than a lot of other third-party publishers.
Wonder if they'll announce any card games.
Doom on the Switch already.
Yeah, sure, an Elder Scrolls card game. Sounds like a thing that they could conceivably do.
They already
did.
They did.
That was my
Okay,
point.
great.
Elder Scrolls Legends, it's already out.
I
and
care
unlocked.
so much about Elder Scrolls. I'm acutely aware of where that franchise is going.
But that was the
Clearly.
joke. Like, that was the thing when they announced it and everybody booed.
I forgot about
No,
this.
that was Dota's card game that everyone booed.
Oh, yeah.
Because apparently card games are the hot shit right now.
Well, sure, they had during the Microsoft conference that little like quick flash of a
The
Lord of the Rings card game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to play Lord of the Rings card game and not an action adventure. You know,
Kenny Omega's
better.
most anticipated game of the show is the Lord of the Rings card game.
I want to hear what Kenny Omega has to say.
Who is this Kenny Omega again?
He's a wrestler.
He's the
Wrestler?
beefcake in the middle.
Yeah. Part of
Yeah.
the Golden
A little
Lovers.
bit of QuakeCon.
You might have heard of him.
You should think back. It's
No.
not that many years ago when Bethesda wasn't
Well,
even
you're missing
doing
out.
these press conferences.
Right.
It's still a
I don't know who this guy
testament.
is. Looks like a failed clone of Peter Molyneux.
Might have been when Todd going out and doing it. And it was only like you said, like 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh no, this one has
Testament
too
to what
much
they've built
forehead.
up, that
You
they've
need to dump this
be
patch.
Prolific enough and successful enough to have their own show.
What are you?
That's
Which
credit to
stream are you
them.
watching? I'm at
And
the
you never
E3
know. I
one.
mean, maybe we just saw
Yeah,
Microsoft
On
set a surprise studio
Sunday
acquisition. Maybe
E3
there's
live
more
YouTube
studios coming
show.
into the Bethesda family.
Jeff
Oh,
Keighley's
Made a good
here.
point about like Dishonored, which again is like an
Oh,
amazing
nice.
franchise.
Absolutely.
Because,
Yeah.
It's not the word I was used to describe Jeff Keighley.
It's like people
Danny, Jeff Keighley, mega
think
fan.
about
Jeff Keighley, mega
using
fan.
their franchises.
Make sure you
Yeah,
put
go
that
to,
in
like,
the
Id
title.
now, it's like they just have a
Okay.
really
George,
good- they have a
who's
Wolf that comes
what was
out
your
this
fan? Mega.
summer, then they have
So
Doom this
Larry's
fall.
a
It's
mega
like
fan of
these franchises are pretty active
Kenny Omega.
I think, versus-
Kenny Omega.
What about you, George? What's your mega?
You know, I'm a fan of the games.
Okay,
Just
so
a
let's
fan
put
of the games.
Boogie 2988 got that on the title, and for me, it's gonna be Jeff Keighley. There we go. See, that's gonna bring in the views. That's gonna bring in all the views.
Bald guy gets nobody. Nobody loves him.
You know what? This Peter Molyneux ass looking fucking like bet he'll bring more views.
Turns out this is actually Peter Molyneux. He's the guy that was running that account.
Oh lord.
No, I was getting into a little bit of a back and forth with someone earlier who was kind of saying that Scarlet's reveal was the worst console reveal in history, which first of all, it's not actually a reveal. Like, this is a pretty standard thing of them kind of talking about these new consoles in vague terms and by project names before they do the actual reveal. But he kind of made the point of just like, you know, this E3 is so dire, it tells you a lot about how, you know, Sony is not coming and Nintendo's the one that has all the games this year. And it's like, yeah, this conference has been losing relevancy steadily.
Yeah.
But also we're in that weird period where where the games that are being developed are for these next-gen consoles, and they're just not ready to show yet.
Like, hey, we're just gonna focus on the
Like,
Yeah,
I think a lot of that stuff's happening in spring.
even EA
It's honestly like it's one of those things where it's like E3 is now just an old relic of the past when before like TV, like TV media was a thing. So you had like G4 TV covering it. Sometimes other different networks could cover it here and there.
I remember when
went
G4 was
into-
covering Comic-Con.
Yeah, I went into a GameStop and I bought an E3 DVD set that had like all of the trailers and everything. And I was like, man, this is the coolest thing. Because I didn't have like internet to stream this.
Okay, I was going to ask you, is this back in the day, or did you find this like used, shoved between some like game copies of like back in the corner somewhere in the GameStop?
No, it was like $5 and it was like, 800 hours or whatever, because it was just this giant like fold out case with like 20 DVDs on it.
I would buy that now for $5.
Yeah.
For trailers?
Yeah. It was like Gears of War was one of them.
Conferences is actually starting.
Yeah, I'm on the Twitch one.
Elder Scrolls Blades.
Oh man, can I tell you? That's a shit game.
I don't know what it is.
It's just a stupid mobile game that like just takes all the mobile game cues, wait times, and just it has shitty. You would expect it would have shitty combat regardless because of the freaking phone. But it's so boring. It's
How is Danny's level to you, by the way?
Could be boosted a little bit.
Yeah.
boosted,
Yeah.
Thank you.
base boosted.
Intelligible, but could use a little bit for when we start hollering about Keanu Reeves.
About
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves.
Reeves!
I'm Rush Lambert. Daggerfall was one of the very
Gonna be in
first games that
Cyberpunk.
got me into the Elder
I mean,
Scrolls.
Cyberpunk.
He's just lost the entire E3 and keeps wandering into different conferences.
It turns out he is the Cyberpunk. It was him the whole time.
It was a bait and switch. You thought it was gonna be a buddy cop comedy. Nope, it's a story of revenge.
Good.
They killed his cyber dog.
Yeah, they
Now
killed
he's
his.
got to do cyber murders.
They killed his Ibo.
Yeah. He's going to
Not
jack
the
into
eye-
some's head with a pencil.
You're gonna go robot spider on the walls and shit. I honestly am like looking forward to it, but I really wish it was like third person type of game just to see that kind of like.
I would assume that it would do like a Witcher 3 thing where you could. Well, no, never mind. Witcher 3 didn't have any first person thing.
No.
You could do that where you could switch out of first person and go into third. Like, I don't see why they couldn't make that a thing. They may or may
I thought
not.
they
I
said
don't
there
know.
was third person stuff in it, but maybe I'm misremembering.
I think it's vehicles. The vehicle section showed that you can go first person and third person,
Oh, okay.
but I haven't seen anything about like, because I want to see my character actually being customized and shit. Because like it's just like, oh cool, like I have this like red jacket and shit. But like if I only see
Jacket
it
with
cut
LEDs in the collar.
with LEDs, I'm called the samurai. You know, even Keanu refers to me as the samurai.
Pop my LED collar.
I love all this footage, by the way, of Rage 2.
Oh man, well, it wasn't Rage 2. I haven't played it by the way. It wasn't Rage 2 such a great game.
I legitimately forgot earlier today that Rage 2 even came out. So,
Yeah, hey, me too.
yeah. They're showing some stuff of the new Wolfenstein in this, so I guess that's definitely something that they're going to cover.
So I wonder, have they like boosted this Wolfenstein? Like, is it a full sequel now? Because for a while this was supposed to be like a little like downloadable add-on thing, kind of like the Old Blood.
Oh shit, Pete Hines was in the audience the whole time.
Oh no!
Goodness. I think it's just a standalone thing. It was like how like they did with like Death of the Outsider for Dishonored.
Right.
So that's how Bethesda, in the absence of Sony, is able to get like an actual stage.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for being here.
Oh man, like I'm still just kind of blown away that Sony's not even there. Like fuck.
It makes sense. I mean, I don't think they got anything to really show until they start like really talking about the PS5.
Next year's E3 hopefully it's good, but
because
we'll have like the new consoles starting to like be not code named
Hey,
anymore.
shut up! I want to hear what Pete Hines has to say.
Assassins in the Empire, Adventurers in Tamriel, and Survivors.
Next, Rage 3.
A lot of us.
Have everybody
And
cheer at
Survivors
the
in the
word
Wasteland.
Tamriel.
And you've embarked on these amazing adventures on PC, console, VR, mobile, or wherever and however you choose to play. And that's
I changed my mind. I don't want to
You
hear what
take the
Pete
worlds
Hines
that
has to
we
say.
create, and you make them
We make the
yours.
worlds, and you make them
share your
yours by putting in
experiences
more
with
mods.
Other players, with friends,
But
and
you
with
have to
family.
pay for them.
With our games,
You have to pay for
we've
the
built
mods, and
large
you
global
we
communities
make the games,
that
and you
truly
fix
matter.
them.
This
That-
year, we
that's
want
the
to give
Bethesda
special
way.
recognition
It just
to the
works.
extraordinary Bethesda community.
Just
As you
works
showed- as
when
you
you
saw in our
fix it.
opening video,
Turns
you
out making these games is hard, guys.
almost been at this company
Says
for
Todd
20
Howard.
years. And when
What
I first
if
started,
we only fund for a very basic game, but leave it open so everyone can mod it? That way we're innovators. Todd Howard.
Announcing the Skyrim Oopsie Doops
when I
open
first
beta.
started, one of my first
Help us fix this
responsibilities
shit,
was
please.
moderating the community forums,
Our new game,
chatting with you,
Skyrim
and keep you up
2.
to date on our games. It was a great way to start my career at Bethesda.
On
because It was
everything.
the perfect reminder of why we do what we do. And like so many others at Bethesda, I've spent a lot of time
Whoa.
with you at events around the world. I've enjoyed meeting so many
Look at
of
his
you and
production
getting your
value.
thoughts
I don't
and
like the way
feedback.
that guy was looking at
Tonight,
me.
we'll be taking time
I
throughout
know.
the show to hear
I
directly
was
from
into it.
some of you in the Bethesda community. We are thrilled tonight to show our fans the lineup of great games we've been creating just for you, including the premiere.
Oh, we'll
for
get a
me?
cinematic
exciting
trailer of
games,
Starbound. I
and
can't
go
wait
deep
to know
on
nothing
Doom
more
Eternal.
about this game.
Okay, so they're
Starfield?
doing Doom Eternal like we thought they were, and they have a new game that they're going to show.
Yeah,
I still
Starbound.
think it's Dishonored 3.
If you're ready, let's
No,
kick
If
it
it's
off
Dishonored
and
3,
get
I
an
wouldn't-
update
I wouldn't
from
be
our
too-
friends
I
at
would
one
be
of the
pretty
most
happy about
Well,
that.
celebrated development
Starbound is that
studios in the world,
that
Bethesda
Terraria
Game
type
Studios.
thing.
Please welcome studio
Yeah,
executive
something along
and my
those
good
lines.
friend,
Something.
It's like
Todd Howard.
Starfield, I think.
Yeah, it's some Starfield, Starbound. I don't remember which one.
It doesn't matter. Here he is.
Oh, get Todd right out at the start of
Let's
this.
get these tomatoes out.
Are already
Right.
shitting his pants.
Now let me listen to Todd because it'll be
Thank
funny.
you.
Yes.
Great to see everybody. We have had an incredibly exciting year at Bethesda Game Studios.
That's
Given
one word for it.
some of that excitement and Preston's
That's
still
fantastic.
here. Actually, over the last year, we've had over 60 million players in our games, our most ever. And it's all of
And
you.
we let every single one of them down.
60 million players trying to get in because that Fallout 76 was a shit show.
Only
It's
10
all
million of those
you
players are still
who
in
have
queue.
made these worlds
Yeah, I was going to say
what
only
they
50
are.
million of them encountered
Take
game-breaking
Fallout
bugs.
76.
These people are
Oh, it's
cheering.
fine.
For that.
Oh, it's fine because you have friends though, right?
Yeah.
A type of game we've
Guess we know
never
how many
done
scabs
before.
are in the audience.
Had a lot of difficulties at launch, and we got a lot of
Oh, he's
well-deserved
taking it like a
criticism.
champ though.
But the team kept working
You
on
idiots.
it, and you kept
No
playing it.
refund.
And through all of that, something amazing has happened. It's thanks to all of you. This game has one of the best online communities we've ever seen.
Thanks to all of
We
you
made a
who paid to be
post-apocalyptic
beta
survival game where you can
testers.
do whatever you want, and everybody's nice to each
You
other.
fucking roots.
They don't go on killing griefing sprees. They leave food and water for the newbies and wave to each other. I don't know about you. This should give us all hope for humanity when the apocalypse does come.
Didn't they do something where they like ignited all the nukes at once and like broke the game?
Yeah, if you launch 3 nukes, it just completely
And we
crashes
have a
the
lot
entire
more
server.
in store this year for Fallout 76.
Just like
but
Metal Gear
first,
Solid V.
Our latest game, The Elder
Oh,
Scrolls
yeah.
Blades, is an early access. And thanks to all of you, it became our second straight #1 mobile game after Fallout Shelter. Absolutely
it
incredible.
sucks.
And to tell you what's coming to Blades, let me introduce project leader Craig Lafferty and art director Matt Carafato.
Dump.
All right. Thanks, Todd. It's great to be here at E3. And thanks again to all of you for making Blades #1.
As someone who's worked on the Elder Scrolls for 20 years, it's been incredible
My
to bring
life
this
has been
world to your
wasted.
phones in an all-new way.
Of a cell phone?
We
Please
still
play our
love those
game.
classic dungeon crawlers, and it's clear
I need this.
you do as well.
Blizzard would say,
And
do you
whether
guys
you're
not have
exploring a dungeon
phones?
or rebuilding your town, it's great to be able to do it wherever you are.
Please play our games.
Since it's E3, we're releasing our
Please.
biggest update yet, featuring
Please,
all
we're
new
starving
jobs
developers.
and
We
solo
really need
arena
people to
battles,
beta test this.
an all-new custom jewelry system,
Ooh.
and a brand new.
Are they just really
Dragon
just
Quest
going to a
line.
point where like, oh man, Elder Scrolls Online is doing dragons. We got to do that. We got to do that too.
It has even
I
more,
guess.
but best of all,
I'm not
it's
up to date
coming
on
out
Elder Scrolls
tonight.
Online, so I
It's pretty good. It's actually really good. Expansion.
So,
People are
download
like,
free tonight
oh
and
man,
give
I
it a
can
try.
download it for free.
And we're also
But isn't it
hard at
already out?
work on
Oh
our
man, I was
arena
ready to
for this
pre-order
fall,
it.
feature PvP, your own guilds, and
Just like
visiting your
pre-order
favorite
that
towns.
Funko Pop
But
game.
most exciting this year, we're also
Yeah.
bringing Blades to an all-new platform, Switchblades.
Matt.
Ha!
Oh, it's on Switch. That's dumb.
Hey, hold on, let me download this mobile phone game for my Nintendo Switch. Because that
Okay.
just seems like just such a good way to play this.
Yeah, I mean, look at these controls, like the fidelity here on display.
It's
Look
terrible.
at that, but look at it. It's not like they're that texture quality for that dragon.
Like, anyone will play it. Like, that's the thing, is you just put Skyrim or Elder Scrolls on the cover and people are going to play it or they're going to buy it. Like, clearly, they've been re-releasing Skyrim enough to get away with that.
By the way, Dan's a bit
Skyrim
ahead of
out
me.
now on
It's
Google
still free.
Stadia.
I mean, likely.
Blades is the perfect fit for the Switch. You can play on the go, on your TV, and with motion controls. But best of all, it's cross-play and cross-progression with the mobile version. So you
Oh, best of all.
So you can start tonight on mobile, and all your progress will carry over. And it's playable here at E3 in our booth and Nintendo's.
Can you imagine being someone getting in line at E3 for a mobile game?
Yes, a mobile game that is
That's when
outdone.
it's
And for those of you
E3's
playing on
peaked.
mobile, we also have some special rewards for both our Apple and Google players this week. So download tonight and let us
You
know
know
what you
E3's
think.
peaked when you
Thanks again.
go to a convention and then like play a mobile game.
Now,
Oh
let
yeah,
me
can't get any
introduce
better than that.
Jeff and Tom to tell you what's coming
It can't.
to Fallout 76.
Want to give me my complimentary single serving of Doritos and go over to the Fallout booth,
Well, here are
see
two
what
other
they've
guys.
brought out to 76.
Here's Jim Gaffigan.
Hi, I'm
Oh,
Project Leader Jeff Gardner, and I'm co-studio director
He
Tom
gained a
Murphy.
couple pounds, didn't he?
On
God
behalf
damn.
of everyone
know,
at
it's those
Bethesda
Hot
Game
Pockets.
Studios, we want to thank
Yeah.
the millions of you who have played with
really
us,
though, he looked more
stuck
like
with
Jim
us,
Gaffigan
and
when
helped
it was
shape the
panning
world
over.
of Fallout 76.
These guys look like somebody made the same body shape in a character creator, but different faces.
Incredible
Yeah.
what the game has become. You've told
Like, you
us
know, they just
how
kind of
much
messed
you've
around with the
loved
hair
this
and
year's
beard
updates
options a
so
little
far.
bit.
Yeah.
From camp
Now
building,
here's the thing.
legendary weapons,
Swap their
player
pants
vending,
around,
and of
and then
course,
they have
the
like
check
completely
swap.
matching tops and bottoms.
We've also been working on our biggest update yet. It's called Wastelanders.
Guy on the right looks
And it
so
will
happy to be
fundamentally
presenting
change the game.
Fallout 76.
If I were presenting a game on an E3 stage, I'd probably be super psyched no matter what it is, honestly. If you're a game
I mean, like-
developer, that's a big moment.
Game,
for you,
deve-
right?
game developing is to a point where like you're happy because like you actually are working on something and like you're generally hoping people will like it.
Well,
Sure.
that depends. Are you one of the people who's working under the crunch, or are you one of the people who's just supervising?
Oh,
Because if it's the latter, no, you're fucking psyched. Like, oh man, game development is great.
Daniel.
Oh, they're
Interact.
finally adding NPCs. Isn't that great?
We've traveled pretty far.
No?
Heard there's hope here and
It's like a Fallout game.
Cool, one more thing to break.
fighting
Can't
back.
wait for a quest NPC to just disappear or fall through the world.
By your side.
Or
We
other
added new
players kill
content.
that NPC.
Yeah.
We had a new
Can't progress
content,
the
and
quest.
we broke the game real bad. We need you guys to test it.
Everything.
It's live
Okay.
tonight.
And the one thing we've learned is this.
Watch, like, open,
Clean
like,
the waste
testing, like,
before
what they call it, public test realm. Public test realms.
Sure, PTR.
the question is,
Well, PTR is like more of WoW, so it's like public test servers or whatever.
It's still PTR.
Past I played the last full Fallout game and thought that sucked.
Fallout 4? Oh god, it was awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fallout New Vegas is way better.
76 is such a hard proposition for me. It's like, what if it was this thing you already didn't like, but we cut like just 80% of the content out of it?
Right. Human NPCs are coming to Fallout
Look
76.
at that dude. Look at that dude.
Yeah, we put NPCs in our video game.
Just NPCs.
Oh, not
But a
just
full quest
NPCs.
line, new rewards, and as you saw, full
We're doing what we should have
dialogue
done long ago for the other Fallout 4 game.
This is just a thing that should have been in it to
This is
begin
a
with, man.
long-term story we're telling. Year 1 was about the vault doors opening and all of you settling the wasteland. Year 2.
In
we
year
really
1,
need
we
a
just
player.
let you fuck around.
Claim it.
In year 2, we actually put like game stuff in our
I
game.
like how now they're
that
framing
great?
this like it's some Marvel Cinematic Universe style phase thing. Like a phase 1, there wasn't anything there for you to do, but now in phase 2, we're adding quests.
There is.
In phase 5, Thanos gets the Infinity Stones and he just wipes all the NPCs in the game out and we start back at phase 1.
Good.
And in the spirit of free, we're doing something special just for E3. Fallout 76 is going to have a free
Oh, isn't that
trial for
great?
everyone starting tomorrow.
Oh, man.
That's right. It's
They're so happy about their game, I almost feel a little bad ragging on it, but man, Fallout 76
and
is
its
such a
growing
mess.
community have become. We can't wait to welcome
Remember
all
that
of you.
time when they
And because
made an update
so
that like
many of you
broke
are
the
going to
whole
be
thing and
joining
you
us,
had to
we
re-download the
thought we'd
entire
also
game?
give you a sneak peek this
No,
week
I
at
didn't
It was
hear
like
about that.
150
Game mode.
gigabytes or something too. Is like some ridiculous amount.
I don't think I would even reinstall that for a game that I like.
No, I wouldn't.
Your first test was making it to the
Oh,
vault.
this is new DLC.
Now, your real trial begins. Currently, there is no overseer of Vault 51. Perhaps you will be the one.
Oh, it's like Fallout Shelter, but in first person.
You are in serious need of leadership. So
And you can have other players be your bitches.
That's right. Go send them out into the wastes to harvest parts from rad scorpions.
sure way to judge the superior candidate. This should prove interesting.
You remember the Outer Worlds that we saw earlier today?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
One
That
that
looks
was
like
like
a
a
better
Fallout, but good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same people who made Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah.
New Vegas actually has RPG elements that are like really good.
Yeah.
You
That
weren't
game-
there for that discussion, but I was telling Larry that I don't really like those types of games, but I do really appreciate like kind of the art direction of that thing. Makes it look a lot more interesting to me than a Fallout.
Like Fallout New Vegas is great because you can literally get to a point. I remember like the old Fallout because the Obsidian Studios did the first like Fallout games too.
Yeah. Back when they were Black Isle.
Yeah, and the game is so like well done to a point where like you can have your intelligence at like 1, and so you're so stupid that you can't talk, that others talk for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's
low
so good.
intelligence runs are really fun.
I mean, that's if they were doing another one of those games, I think I'd be a lot more interested. Like that kind of gameplay appeals to me much more than where Fallout and Elder Scrolls kind of is at right now.
Fuck yeah, we put a
God damn it, it's a battle royale.
Oh, he said a bad word.
Oh boy.
He said the
Nuclear
fuck
Winter
word.
is a battle
Yeah.
royale born from the Fallout universe.
darn.
From power
Man,
armor
remember
to
the
perk cards,
Microsoft
from camp
thing where they
building
went
to
under the
contending with
stage
wasteland
and
creatures.
Xavier Woods and
of
AJ
course, my
Styles were
personal
down
favorite.
there, and then they just left.
It's a great
Yeah,
free
that was
addition
it.
to an
They're
already
just they're there and they didn't do anything.
Nope, they're like, they're gonna be playing the new mode in Gears of War. You're not gonna see it.
That's it.
Yep, that was it. They had the whole set built underneath the stage and everything, and nah.
Think of how many thousands of dollars it took to put that together to pay them to come out.
Yeah.
They just didn't do anything with it. To get that camera in on a crane and lower it all the way down into the stage.
Yeah.
In one continuous shot. How much money that must have cost. I mean, it was a good shot. That was neat when they did that.
Yeah.
Everything we've talked about that's coming this year is free. We get to represent hundreds of
We couldn't
passionate
ethically justify
developers
having you guys pay
across
for this
4
shit
studio
anymore.
locations in North
Oh,
America
come on.
working on
They
multiple
could,
projects.
if they wanted.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're still hard at work on our next-gen RPGs.
That's why it's a
more,
joke, Larry.
It's more like they
And of
know they
course,
can't get away with it.
Elder Scrolls 6.
Oh, he said the thing.
We know how precious these game worlds are to all of you, and they are to us. We know the time you spend in them is important. Keep telling us what you love, what you'd like to see us do better. Thank you again, everybody, for your support, but really, even more so, I want to thank everybody
That's
for
it.
believing in us.
Bethesda
Thank
E3 over.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like. It's like, all right, I'm wrapping up.
Yeah, well, we only have 70 more minutes to go.
So yeah, it looks like there's no other Skyrim
Oh.
or Elder Scrolls news or Fallout news. Now there's going to be the other games.
So he must be announcing
Evil Within 3.
What is it, Evil Within 3?
I forgot about that, yeah.
Hello.
I'm Shinji Mikami. I used to make good video games, and that's why I'm now here at Bethesda.
My team in Tokyo,
Creativity goes to die.
but they are watching. みんなおはようございます。今日真面目にやるよ。
Is there no...
I guess not.
I mean, that's just I like Shinji Mikami a whole lot.
Tonight, I am
I did.
excited to announce the next game from Tango.
Oh, this is a new one.
Wire Tokyo.
Okay.
It's a Ghost in the Shell ripoff.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'd be cool with that.
It is an action-adventure game in which you will fight paranormal enemy and rid the city of supernatural evil.
Oh, his shirt would have been
doesn't sound
a
anything
giveaway
like...
too, because it's like a cyber. It has like cyber elements with like those
Yeah.
Japanese gates.
To tell you more about Ghostwire Tokyo, here is creative director at Tango, Ikumi Nakamura.
She's so happy to be there.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
I love her energy.
the last 2 games that he put together, I'm not a fan of, but I still just like Shinji Mikami as like a person.
Evil Within 2 is pretty good. First is awful.
One of my friends really likes the first because of the psychological horror in it.
Such a big stage
Yeah,
makes me
it's a nice
nervous.
idea, but...
I'll do my best to speak in English.
That Japanese Tina Fey on stage.
We are making a new kind of action-adventure game.
Not a bad thing.
No.
Spooky. That's not the survival horror game that we are known for.
Alright, I like this lady.
People are vanishing in Tokyo.
Speaking of Ghost in the Shell, she's got that Motoko hair.
You will encounter conspiracies and the occult. You have to explore the world, face challenges to uncover the truth and save humanity. In the game, you will meet spirits, some dangerous, some peaceful, and survivors that each have their stories. You will need to ask yourself, it is normal or paranormal? I ask myself this question every time I
Me
go
too.
to the office.
Ask myself this every day when I wake up.
Is this normal or is this
Just
paranormal?
kidding.
Is there someone in the
Just
crowd
kidding,
wearing a
just
hentai
kidding.
hat?
We
I
are very
thought it either said
excited.
like
Let's
senpai
take
or
a look.
hentai or something like that, yeah.
Thank you.
God, she's so
Bye-bye.
Oh, a trailer. I thought it was just like a concept thing. That dude just came carrying around a samurai sword.
Wait, what?
Did you see that dude just carrying around a fucking sword?
No,
In the
I
middle
didn't
of
see
public.
that.
I didn't see that,
You are
no.
a little bit ahead of us, by the way.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, am I? I'm watching the...
Just a few
It's the
seconds.
future in Tokyo, and it's all open carry now.
That's just like that part in John Wick 3.
Yeah.
Apparently that guy in John Wick 3 is the chairman character on Iron Chef.
Oh, this is after the snap.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is a Marvel. This is the Marvel game that we were
Yeah,
hearing
yeah.
about.
Although, I don't know, this seems a bit more effective because everybody's gone.
This is the Bethesda shared universe, and the you know the Avengers game is part of that. So.
Well, there's some people left.
Boss, it's the skulls.
Get out of here, boss.
Oh wow, good visual shit.
I like the look of this a lot.
This is very good looking. This is very good looking.
Look,
I want to guess that's paranormal.
Ooh, yeah. Is this also a Strand game? Are the noodles
this is
strands?
That's paranormal.
That's paranormal.
Yep.
Don't fear the unknown. Attack it.
Seasons don't fear the Reaper.
I want to see more of that thing. That's definitely not enough to tell you at all whether or not that game's going to be good or bad, but I'm more interested in that than I would have been if they came out there and announced Evil Within 3.
Yeah, me too.
When I'm not playing Bethesda games, I work as a mechanical engineer.
I work in a hospital. I used to work with kids.
I'm an electrician.
I'm an event
Have you all sit informal? Makes you more
I'm a
relatable.
systems administrator.
program assistant.
We're gonna use these cameras with ring lights on, so you look like you're P. Diddy in the All About the Benjamins video.
Myself as one.
Make like back-end systems that it's really boring.
She's dressed like the wolf lady from Glow.
Streamer.
I got a YouTube channel. I make my own yarn.
Danny's internet died.
Teaching
Cool.
inmates.
I'm a game developer.
So I guess this is just you and me now.
I've been a Doom
Yeah, he'll be
fan
back.
since the game came out. I remember being in the 8th grade and a buddy of mine giving me the shareware demo on 3.5-inch floppy disks.
My older brother picked up Fallout 3, and I took his copy and played it when he wasn't home.
Fallout 4. Oh, my gosh, that's like my baby.
The scope of that game was just like a lot bigger than things I was used to.
Just setting foot in Shimmering, the first city that you go to in Somerset, it was amazing.
You would look out and you'd be like, oh, I want to go there. And then you could go
The
there.
thing is, they said at the start of this that they have a new game to announce. So I wonder if that's if that's the only new thing that they have.
And the alienness of it.
I played Oblivion.
I
I
don't
tell you,
know.
it probably saved my life.
It was one of my first experiences.
They could
with a fantasy world
they
that
could
was
show
that
something of the next
immersive.
Elder Scrolls
Love the
game.
dragons,
Technically,
love
that
the
wouldn't be a new game. That's
Take
something
down a
that they
dragon, you
announced.
can
but-
definitely take down any illness.
Don't
Yeah.
ever stop adding dragons to your game. Add dragons to Fallout.
I'm trying
Add
to-
dragons to Rage. Add dragons
I'm trying to figure out what is going on here.
Mecha dragons. More dragons.
With the conference? With what this
Yeah,
is? This
yeah,
fifth?
like I.
Studio director at Cinema.
Okay.
People just kissing Bethesda's ass. What makes the games great to them? Like,
Yeah. A lady in a cheap trick.
see,
shirt.
this is where we need Danny in because Danny plays this game and we know nothing about it.
I played a little bit of it.
Did his shirt
Yes,
said
it said
memes,
elder
something?
memes.
Wow, thank you.
Great.
I just want to shout.
Oh, Elder Scrolls!
I love Elder Scrolls. I love Elders. I love Scrolls.
Has dragons.
I love onlines.
Oh, I'm coming!
Right now, in fact, players are deep into the season of the dragon, our year-long story about greed, revenge, cat people, and of course, dragons. Tonight's focus on the community resonates with me and everyone at ZeniMax Online Studios because ESO literally
Every
would not
fucking year,
exist
these
without
people.
you. Watching you play the game, streaming, telling
Yeah, they
stories,
pack
hearing your
it friends
feedback,
and family.
we
They
understand that you
I know.
they don't let the public into these.
Thank you. Thank you for making ESO the extraordinary adventure it is today. The past year has been a huge success for ESO. More Game of the Year awards, millions more players have joined. So many, in fact, that we recently added more server
That
capacity.
guy is wilding out about Elder Scrolls Online.
Ah, Todd, I'm gonna squirt!
Keeps getting bigger
Dragons!
and
They got
better.
dragons!
Just a few days ago, we launched the Elder Scrolls Online elsewhere. The latest chapter.
All right, thanks, guys. You can fucking stop now. I need to talk about the video game.
Homeland of the Khajiit, as well as Control the Dead as the new Necromancer class. And if you haven't played,
Please let me do this. I want to go home and see my family.
I mean, he gave like an applause break after Necromancer class.
There needs to be an applause break after every single sentence with these animals.
How dragons were unleashed on Elsewhere, and we ended with a cliffhanger. Now I'm really excited to show you what happens next. Check out the world premiere.
What? World premiere of a cutscene from an MMO?
I guess.
Ah!
This is going to be your thing. Just do an animated Elder Scrolls movie. Just do that.
Or don't. How about that?
Going to while this is playing, see if we can't get Danny back in here.
That'll have to be up to you, because I can't really do anything right now.
It sounded like he got back on.
Oh, all right, I'm back.
Hey,
Wow.
Danny, you're back. Hey.
What I missed on that Ghostwire?
So they talked about Elder Scrolls Online, and a group of people in the audience kept losing their fucking minds after every sentence this guy said.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
He didn't have any. He was just like, we're putting dragons in the game, and people went fucking nuts.
This is a world premiere of a cutscene.
Which is odd, because like the expansion's already out, so it's just like, like what do you do?
I don't know.
Like,
that's what we're asking.
Like because there's nothing really new going on here. All they're doing is like, it's a new quest line with story. Dragons are invading, and you can also now play as a new class of Necromancer.
Yeah, he gave a applause break for Necromancer, and that was one of the few things the crowd did not like cheer at. Here you can go to the homeland of the Khajiit, and also here's the Skeleton Knight from Berserk.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Like the game, like Elder Scrolls Online is actually a very fun experience, and
yeah,
like,
it's all right.
It has a lot of value, to be honest.
Yeah.
As both like a single player and as like an online MMO. But like the thing about this too is like this is set like thousands of years before like one of the first Elder Scrolls games.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, I started in Morrowind and I could not find Bargoth's ring in the stump, and so I gave up.
Yeah, I don't really
look at that
like
horn.
MMO. So, also I'm not like super into Elder Scrolls. It's fine, but
I like Elder Scrolls just because like I like fantasy genre. Like I'm one of those fantasy buffs. Like anything to do with RPGs is really good for me. Like I really like playing RPG type of games. So
you need to if you can bring your levels back up again. I don't know what you just said.
oh, let me.
I can
One
understand
second.
them.
Look here.
Okay, I can hear you better.
Is that better now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
It's still going.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty long cutscene. Actually, this is like the first time I've seen this cutscene, but like this is really long.
Well, good news. When you see it in the game, you can just skip it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's very good. I actually don't think like don't really have like these type of cutscenes in the game.
I heard you can
These are all just...
you can go to the homeland of the Khajiit.
Yeah, that's the Elsewhere expansion. That's the expansion, all right.
Yeah, that's this.
Cat Planet.
The Cat Planet.
Exactly, Cat Planet. Crowd cheering for this. I'm so proud of the cat man. He killed the dragon. Oh. Can't wait to find
man,
out.
we're gonna have to wait
so
until
great.
3 to find out what happens.
Gotta wait for Elder Scrolls Online, Daggerfall. Oh no, that's already out. Fuck. Elder Scrolls Online 2.
Sure.
He's the legendary Redguard Swordmaster you met as part of the original 5 companions. He's back as the leader of the Dragon Guard.
These people are going crazy for this. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, this is like the only Elder Scrolls. This is the only Elder Scrolls type of announcement because they haven't said.
Are they announcing the
about
next expansion?
We've got a lot more to share about
I think so.
No, I think this is actually like one of those like so. Elder Scrolls Online is really weird with their expansions.
Then, keep an eye out for a dungeon
So these
DLC
are actually
adventure called
dungeon
Scalebreaker, which you'll
expansions,
see in August.
which are pretty much like paid DLC.
Oh.
Yeah, they're like mini expansions. They're like
That dude just standing up.
For your support of the Elder Scrolls Online, we're humbled by your enthusiasm. Your enthusiasm for the game.
We think you guys are really just maniacs. We don't know why you were so excited about this.
Thank you for working on the game and showing up here to scream about it. You will not be paid overtime for this.
I have something else to talk about. The Elder Scrolls Online isn't the
Fallout
only game in
Online.
development at ZeniMax Online
Oh boy.
Studios. We have several other projects, one of which
Fallout
will be revealed
Online
tonight.
Your internet died, and yet you are still ahead of me.
To tell us all
Yeah.
about it is game creative director Kira Schlitt.
No, I'm just bullshitting at this point.
And
Fallout
okay.
Online.
They were just
Other-
saying, ZeniMax stuff. We've got another thing to announce.
Oh, okay. Wow, I'm really ahead. Oh, jeez.
Our game will not have dragons. I'm sorry. Then everyone just starts leaving.
Imagine a classic Saturday morning cartoon in
Boo!
mobile game form.
I don't like things that are different.
This looks bad. This looks like Johnny Test.
This is a
Why would
very
you do
Johnny
this to Commander Keen?
Commander Keen deserves better than this.
Yes, he does.
He deserves better than a cell phone game.
This is a very cell phone game. I'm not gonna lie.
Guys, it's just like a Saturday morning cartoon, except it looks worse, actually.
I don't know. Have you
No,
seen
the
Saturday
animation quality is pretty good.
Have you
This
seen
is better than most Saturday morning cartoons. That kid was
I have
naked.
not seen modern Saturday morning cartoons. No.
Yes, he was. You're right, Danny.
It was like, what? Why'd they do that?
Just ends the trailer with that like
By the way-
geek thing.
By the way, Commander, or not Commander, like the Commander Keen, like looks better than most, if not all, Saturday morning cartoons, like
Commander
on
Keen's
like
family
network right
tree.
now. I'm just
And
like,
I don't watch cartoons. I'm 31 years old.
If you're hearing about
Yeah.
Commander
Did you
Keen's
know?
first time,
I host a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure podcast.
Did you know Commander Keen is the great-grandson of B.J. Blazkowicz?
Yeah.
Just fun
His
fact.
helmet was in Doom.
whose alter ego
Last Doom.
Commander Keen
Oh, yeah.
protected Earth. All of us at ZeniMax Online Studios want to give a really big thanks to our
This
friends
Commander
for
Keen cell phone
trusting
game
us
ends
to
with him
deliver
going
our
to
modern
hell
take
and dying
on
there,
this
and then you
classic
find his helmet in Doom.
Finally.
there it is. That's continuity right there.
Oh, it's all connected.
Tonight, as we
It's like
introduce
poetry, it
Commander Keen
rhymes.
to a new generation of players, we're also introducing
Ring
the
theory.
next generation of heroes. Meet Billy. And Billy. Twin geniuses who follow in their famous
Oh, these are his
father's
kids.
footsteps.
Apparently.
The new commanders are, of course, funny and powerful, but the game is also
They're
full
only
of
Commander
enemies,
Keen by name.
allies, and some really
Nepotism
bad guys.
ruling Commander
The
Keen.
twins
Oh no.
build wacky gadgets from
Oh,
household
it's a
items
horrible
to
mobile
save the
game.
Earth from certain
This looks
aliens.
Wait,
terrible.
so that doesn't.
Drag and drop gadgets to summon allies.
Oh
attack
no,
enemies,
this is gonna be
and
monetized to
move through the
fuck.
environment.
So it's not even a Commander
Choose from
Keen
a
game.
myriad
All right,
of
cool.
options to conquer
No, it's one of
challenges.
these
Great.
where you
Try saying that
upgrade
5
all
times
of these things and can wait
The
for a
twins go
bar
on
to fill up.
adventures in story mode, which tells some
Oh,
of the
just like
best
Elder
Commander
Scrolls
Keen
Blades.
tales,
Cool.
as well as a
I
whole
already said it,
bunch
but I
of
cannot
random
emphasize enough.
quests.
Commander
In
Keen
story
deserves
mode,
better than this.
You'll overcome aliens, collect
It's-
power-ups, and explore Mars.
Hey, Fallout
and beyond.
Shelter did
You can
really,
also
really
go
well.
helmet to helmet with
What
other
if we
players in battle
did the
mode.
same thing
A
for all of our other
real-time,
franchises?
head-to-head
Because
race
that's the money.
through an
That's
alien
money.
landscape
Exactly.
to control checkpoints.
You know, I mentioned earlier
Claim
that video
flag
games are
to
just
gain
getting super
ultimate
cynical now.
victory.
This is the
Commander
peak of the
Keen
cynicism,
will soft
where you were
launch
just
this
you're
summer
showing a mobile
on
game
iOS
up
and
on your
Android
E3 stage. You were
You know-
spending time on a mobile game you clearly do not actually give a shit about.
You know what? Say what you will about that new
So,
Battletoads.
please
It's a
go
new
visit
Battletoads. Like, they made a
gokeen.com to
Battletoads
pre-register
game.
to
Yeah.
receive
They
unique
didn't
in-game
just, like,
rewards
we're making Battletoads game for mobile.
No, they actually made a Battletoads, so like that's
to kick some asteroid.
you know that deserves like okay, I'm gonna go ahead.
Sure,
and
they're
play
putting
this game,
some effort
right?
into it.
I feel like now we're getting
get
to
it.
that point where like it's just too much nostalgia, like
Yeah.
crap.
I mean,
Like
you say that.
Ghostwire's like the only real like big not a new IP that like is actually looking really good and like
which has now reached over
we're probably talking more about
150
stuff
million
later, but-
downloads and counting.
I don't mind it. If they want to make a new Battletoads game, let them make a new Battletoads. Like, I don't see how that's different than them doing like a
I'd
new
rather have-
Metroid Prime at this point.
See, that's the thing too. Is like I'd rather have a new than let's go with nostalgia and like try to
But
capitalize.
I think with Battletoads, looking at what they're doing with that, does make it seem like they're going for something new.
Yeah, that's why I'm happy about the Battletoads.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's not bad. It's just there's other
but-
games that are like, oh, it's a card game. Like there's.
But yeah, no. If I would rather more new IPs out of any E3, obviously, than just.
And
hey,
I
we're
wouldn't
doing
mind
another-
I don't mind continuations of like other games. You know, like
it's fine.
I
Anyway,
want
here's some.
remakes, because I don't care about new games anymore most of the time. I want a Stubbs the Zombie remake. I've said this before.
Larry saw the Destroy All Humans remake trailer, and I think it
awakens
me inside and unlocked
I'm
a
not gonna
part.
lie. Yeah, like the Destroy All Humans was kind of pretty great.
Yeah.
I hope it's like all
Also,
like
Destroy All Humans, that's a great concept for a game, and those games just have aged very poorly because of the time when they came out. Like, you can't really blame them. They were good at the time.
I still hope they keep the Jack Nicholson voiceover kind of.
Yes, I do too.
For that alien, I really love just his craziness.
Yeah, and I hope Richard Horvitz comes back as Pox.
This is such a long trailer for a cell phone card game.
It is.
Yep, this is real good, isn't it great? It's a guy in. Oh, see real life stuff.
Didn't know we had Mr. Plinkett with us.
Here's 15 reasons why this is boring. Come on. This is the real life. True. There's dragons in real life.
Almost as good as
Yes.
Waluigi.
Yeah, I was going to say Danny adding Mr. Plinkett to his list of good impressions. It's up there with Waluigi and the Jim Cummings Robotnik.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know that I've heard this.
See, dragons.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
you
remember.
If you
It was-
enjoy other
it
card
was
games
Jim
but are looking
Cummings?
for something that provides a little deeper challenge, you can download Legends
We got dragons, that's what you animals want, right?
Love dragons.
What you?
expansion.
They're just going crazy with dragon like propaganda. This is dumb.
2019, man, Year of the Dragons.
No, it's like year of the what the fuck year is this? Come on.
We're
Year of the
partnering with BadDragon.com for a whole new wave of cosmetic DLC.
It's year of the
time.
pig. It's
Oh.
year of the pig. What the fuck?
3 weeks ago, we released.
Oh,
Not according to Bethesda, man.
Hey guys, we released Rage 2. In case you missed it.
Guys, please remember Rage 2. We don't want to have to drag Andrew WK back out here again. But we'll do it. That's what it takes.
We've already added community challenges that reward you just for having fun in the wasteland, and we've got a lot more planned with new features rolling out this week. The world of Rage 2 will become even more unpredictable and even more insane.
We're adding DLC to the game.
This shot is shitting up the bit rate so bad.
Yeah.
Man.
Oof.
Like this one in general, like I had to check my stream quality because it looked way worse.
Yeah.
But it's still.
Just the frame rate of the thing they had going behind them and the way that monitor is set up. Yeah.
Hey guys, remember Too Many Cooks?
This is great. But like, game's not. But it's like mediocre. It's open world Doom, but what if it was boring?
This is all bad.
That's the weird thing.
This
like,
whole conference.
These trailers and everything for Rage 2 had all this like humor stuff in it, and it's nowhere in the game.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah. It's just like another
it wasn't even there in the first place. It wasn't even there in the first place.
Yeah.
Why do I hear the Wii Shop music playing?
I don't know.
Where's that coming from?
I heard that too.
I don't hear it. I'm on the...
Oh, finally. Is this a Rogue Trooper add-on?
Seriously, where is that coming? Is that from the...
That must be from the stream.
I don't hear it on my end, so it must be on, like, on Jeff Keighley's side.
Yeah, it must be.
Yeah, no, when I pause and unpause the stream, that is when I hear it and don't hear it.
Yeah, yeah. Keighley's
I can't tell if that's just Bethesda stole the Wii Shop music or Jeff Keighley fucked up.
No, it's Jeff Keighley fucking up because I don't hear it on the Twitch stream. And that's a direct stream. That's a direct.
That's great, because it was just
Bethesda.
Yeah, like it's going now.
It's just Undertale music now. It's just Megalovania.
Oh yeah, it is.
What the fuck is going on? There's a bit where it was just like Mario Sunshine music.
Yeah, this is Megalovania.
Okay, good. Everyone in the YouTube chat is experiencing this too, so my computer didn't get hacked or something.
Hello, everyone.
I wonder if actually the stream got like broken into.
America from the Nazi scum in Wolfenstein 2.
It seems like it's stopped now.
Colossus.
Jerk Gustafson, my boy.
That's a great name.
It is.
This year,
Just imagine parents
my boy.
consciously naming their son Jerk.
Wolfenstein games.
Jerk.
Gustafson always reminds me of grumpy old man. Gustafson.
Virtual reality.
I tell you, my son's a real jerk.
That's it, honey. We'll name him, and then that's how it. That's all shit.
Jerk Gustafson, whatever his name is, bursts through a window, and then Bruce Wayne is like, "That's it. I shall become a jerk."
Yeah, filled out this paperwork. My son's name is Jerk, and now time to take a trip over to the adoption home.
Also, here's this VR thing.
But no boy.
Remember VR? They used to put out games for it.
And if you haven't fought Nazis in VR, you don't know what you
Now it's just all Five Nights at Freddy's. That's all there is. Just that and porn.
We have two
Well,
new
yes.
Wolfenstein games. This summer, we are going to be launching Wolfenstein Youngblood.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
People less excited for this than for Elder Scrolls Online.
With a gameplay experience that is bigger than any previous Wolfenstein game.
Oh, see?
You will have more weapons.
They're bumping
and
it up.
weapon
It's going to be a
upgrades than ever
$60 thing.
before, more ways to customize your playstyle, and of course, even more.
I'm cool with more Wolfenstein, so sure.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just originally it was supposed to be like a lower price, like Death of the Outsider.
And in Youngblood,
Right.
you can kill
It's supposed to be
those
like a
Nazis
$40
with a
experience,
friend.
not a $60.
Right.
But like, if they make it a $60 experience, you know, with the same amount, like with a lot of content, then that's great.
Is
Sure.
going co-op.
Yeah, like you said, I'm
Youngblood is
okay with
set
more
in
Wolfenstein.
the 1980s, 2 decades after the new Colossus. B.J. Blazkowicz is missing in Nazi-occupied Paris, and it's up to his twin daughters, Jess and Soph, to track him down. In Youngblood, you can still play
This
by
guy's
yourself,
eyes.
or you can partner with a pal.
He's like looking for the
to
monitor,
double
like
up
every
on
kind of like
shooting,
direction he
stabbing,
goes. Like,
and
okay,
killing
I gotta make
Nazis.
sure I say these lines correctly.
Yeah, that and just like
English is not my first language.
wide open.
Just unblinking, staring straight into you.
Oh man, I'm already into this.
I can see inside you, and I know you want more wolf.
So that's where we're
Old man Blazkowicz.
Yeah. He must be like 80 at this point.
I may have an assignment suitable
It's
for
looking good though.
such as
Yeah.
yourselves.
Well, you got that new body. And
Yeah. Oh man. I'm into this.
This is looking really good.
not many people know that body was actually a 12-year-old body, so he just ran around with a 12-year-old body in a normal adult-sized head. You pull out the character model, you can see.
Let's do it, assist.
soundtracks, the music in the trailer is really good too.
The music in Wolfenstein has been good in general.
Yeah.
I still need to. Like, I have it downloaded, like the first one, and I need to get the second one too. And then now this one too, because it's looking really good.
Just hyped up for when the Nazi dragon swoops in at the end of the trailer.
Oh my god! Like it's. If there's a dragon in this, I'm literally just being like, Bethesda's just complete utter fucks.
And yet, if that happened in any game and it was this one, I'd be the most okay with it.
July 26th, next month.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing I don't have any money. Thank you, Bethesda.
Wolfenstein Youngblood releases on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC.
Wow, on Switch on the 26th, there's no, it's not delayed at all? That's crazy.
It's too bad that would still be like the worst version of that game to own, but
yeah, they'll have like 3 gigabytes on the card, and you have to download the rest of it.
Yeah, and that's like another like, I think like
50.
10 to 20.
And now,
No, it wouldn't be 3 gigabytes on the card. They would have each of the SD cards are like 15 gigabytes, 16 gigabytes.
I mean, you're still asking for like a 35, 50 gigabyte download on top.
Yeah, because Wolfenstein 2 on PC is like 60.
Yeah.
Here they are. Yes. All right, I told you. Here it is, Dishonored 3. Go.
Ooh. Dishonored 1 remaster.
We love you too.
They already did that.
Remastered.
Here to announce Dishonored has been cancelled. Good night, everybody.
Hi.
Oh. If this is
no more of these
I really want a 3. I really want a 3 really bad.
Yeah, me too.
In the same studio.
So, along with
Because then like you can do more with
Wolfenstein
Emily
machine
Calder
games
instead of
on
like
Wolfenstein,
Corvo.
we've been working on other
Yeah,
projects
she's got the cool
at
tentacle
Arcane Leon.
things.
And
She
tonight,
has like her
we're
move, her power set I think
excited
is a lot
to
better
announce
than
our
Corvo's.
latest
If I'm being
first-person
honest.
action game.
Like it's playing
It's
with
something
that, playing with
innovative
like it has much more like
stylish and
creativity
different
with
from
it.
anything we've
Wait,
done
third-person
before.
action game?
Let me begin by saying bienvenue
Oh, this might be a
to
new
the
IP.
frozen island of Black Reef.
Could be.
This is a place of mystery where looks can kill. The game takes place during what we say in French is a période de folie, a time of madness.
And now that we've given you a small taste of the world, let us
Yeah,
introduce
maybe this
you
isn't
to our
Dishonored.
2 deadly rivals, Colt and Juliana.
Yeah, just new IP, I guess, which I'm still okay with that.
Hey, if it has like the great art, if it has like the great art style as it, I'm fine.
Oh, what if this
Okay,
is
that's
Prey
some
2?
Dishonored. That's some Dishonored like sounding.
I honestly, I kind of struggled a bit with Dishonored 1, so if this is a new IP, I think I'd be more interested.
I wonder if maybe this is related to where they were like harvesting the whales or whatever.
Something like that. I remember there was like that whale subplot.
This doesn't really look like it.
No, because like this looks more of a different art style.
Yeah.
Because like Dishonored has like its own unique art style. And it has like the same like music tones to it.
So Lee's voice actor from The Walking Dead, isn't it?
My life's
Yeah,
purpose
yeah.
is on this island.
I like him. He's got a good smoky voice.
Yeah.
The more days I repeat,
The longer
Oh,
that
it's
I'm
another
out
Groundhog
the
Day.
more certain I am.
of what I have to do.
That is a concept that is like really coming back, man.
Yeah.
Is to kill you.
You have one character that wants to break the cycle and another character that wants to like keep that going. Okay. Like that's what I'm hearing from the trailer.
I mean, that'd be a good twist on that Groundhog
That's
Day
right.
concept, I guess.
I mean, this has like some
God knows
Dishonored
they need
type
to
stuff
start
here.
adding to that.
Time is on my side.
Looks pretty good.
So I wonder if this is like a multiplayer view versus one other person you're dumped out into a big map and you have to find the person kind of thing.
It was then
And, like,
I'd be less
there's-
interested.
there's like your hook of, well, it's a loop because you're just going into multiplayer matches over and over again.
Mind-bending story with meticulously designed
Loading
levels.
would be awful, and like
of
depending on the
course,
player connection, would be
arcane
shitty.
signature gameplay that
There we
lets
go.
you approach every situation
Because he just
any way
said
you
it was
like.
a story
Because
with
in the endless clash
intricately
between these
designed
two
levels.
extraordinary assassins,
That's good.
how you play is up to you.
Plus, I think
The
it's
guy's
really fucking
freaking
cool.
excited.
Excuse my French.
These guys are just
Yeah,
like Key and
maybe,
Peele.
maybe you should have said that in French.
The French Key and Peele.
Maybe not.
Only not as funny.
But it's also pretty fucking true. Because
Hey.
because we will take you on a trip unlike any other. And we really hope that you enjoy
All
the
right,
ride.
that's it.
Merci
Dishonored's
beaucoup.
done.
Thank you very much.
It's not even gonna come back. It's just more ideas done.
They'll come back to it eventually.
It's
Yeah, I
a
don't care about
wonderful way to get
Dishonored.
away from all the pressures in life.
Oh, I think this is the end of the
Oh
content.
god, you know, I really
No,
just I
they've
love the
done this
dragon.
before.
Typically very isolated.
I just love the dragons. Bethesda does great with the
Brought me out of
dragons.
my shell and
It's
stop
just
being
like
an
a
introvert.
showcase
I
of
could,
just
like, be
like
a
the
hero
dragons
and do all
glitching
these
out, like
things.
trying to
You
fly
find
to
really
the floor and
creative,
shit.
really fun, really talented people.
Meet people who are in my group that I've only known as a character.
Probably made more friends online than I have in real life.
The games that you bring out just helps people, honestly.
My parents were refugees from the Vietnam War, which is why I'm also fascinated
Your
by
video games
elements of
cured
war.
my cancer.
Playing these games just kind
Thank
of put
you,
me out
Bethesda.
of the worry and the stress.
I was in a dark place for a while, and I told myself I wasn't going to be there anymore. And so now the only dark places that I'm allowed to go are in dungeons and
that's
ESO.
great.
Just being someone who is LGBT, it's nice to be able to sit down and play these games and feel accepted for who I am.
It's really nice
What?
to see that their storyline has some sort of
We're
emotional
just
Just all
effect on
these
me as a player.
so
Testimonials.
admire the
Yeah,
Testimonials.
creativity that
Like-
goes into the process of making these. big
Instead of
worlds,
addressing the
these
problems
amazing
that I
stories.
have, I played video games and just learned to live with it.
Instead of going to a medical facility.
Story of my life, man.
Thanks, Bethesda, for my untreated
Building
mental
these
illness.
fantastic worlds and telling these stories. comes
Going to
from a passion
self-medicate
to deliver
with
the
Elder
very
Scrolls
best
Online tonight.
experiences for our players. Hi, I'm James Altman, Director of Publishing at Bethesda.
Funny because it's true.
Id. Great.
Finally.
And I'm Robert Duffy, Chief Technology Officer at id
Oh,
Software.
ho, ho. What will they reveal?
Tonight we have some exciting new technology to show you that can dramatically improve gaming for millions.
So for the past 2 decades, we've approached game development
I like how
not by
Danny's at the
looking
point
what
where
is
he's
possible
repeating things
today,
after someone says
but
it,
with a
and
vision
it
of
just
what can
it's
be
like
possible
lines up
tomorrow.
perfectly with them
And at
saying.
Bethesda, we're proud of our legacy of innovation.
And
where
you just
again
said
and again, we've changed the
millions
industry.
same time that
We
guy
were the
did.
first to use physics-based engines for sports games. We were groundbreakers with go anywhere, do anything, open world RPGs. We are the inventors of the first-person shooter, which is now the
We did
world's
it.
most popular
Nobody else
form of
did.
gaming.
We did it.
Yep.
It's true.
We are pioneers in downloadable content and the first to bring mods to consoles. And actually, since we first brought mods to consoles in 2016, there have been
Oh
1
boy, this is not
billion
something
mod
you should
downloads
bring
for
up, guys.
Fallout and Skyrim.
Mods.
All of those millions are the people downloading the bug fixes that people have made for
We
you.
of course developed the first commercially
Yeah, those
viable
are the most
VR
popular
technology, revealed
If
Yeah,
if it
those are
weren't for
the-
us, you wouldn't have nude mods in
Yes, that is
Fallout.
the original VR
Oh.
headset,
We
held
paved the
together
way.
by tape
Clean
and
faces.
made by
Paved the
our
way.
very own Tim Willits.
Industry
We made
leaders.
we made our engine so awfully that other people can go in it and fix it.
And of course, we are well known as
Ooh, I wanna
developers
see
of
some of
best-in-class
that
engine
Doom.
technology with
Yeah,
our
give me the
IdTech
Doom.
engine.
Give it to me. Inject it into my veins.
Innovation and creativity.
I mean,
is in our
damn, like if
DNA. And all of
Wolfenstein's
these
coming out
advances
next
were
month,
done with
when's
one
Doom?
goal in mind: to improve
November?
player
I really hope.
October?
I think
Tonight, we
honestly
have exciting
November.
new
Yeah,
technology
I think
to announce.
November is like a good solid date.
We're going to
release
show you
that
the
game.
result of
I'm
years
going
of
to
research
go
and
for a
development.
wild
It has
guess here
multiple-
and say
Gaming-based
September.
technology we've developed
September?
specifically for game streaming.
September release is my
Now,
guess.
we'd like to
Okay.
introduce you to
I feel like
Orion.
October they
Okay.
get like the Halloween synergy there or something.
Maybe, yeah.
I changed
I
my
just
guess
think-
to October.
I think November. I'm still gonna go with November, just because like with like.
I mean, yeah, that seems the most likely.
Yeah.
Like that's their holiday game.
Yeah, that's gonna be the holiday game. They don't really have anything else planned. They're not gonna bastardize it by putting it out early and ruining Wolfenstein.
Or whether you're streaming on
And
Stadia, on xCloud, or another
I don't
streaming
really
platform.
think
So,
they
More
care
Stadia
about
than
the
Joystick.
joystick during.
Yeah.
The exciting game streaming services you've been hearing so much about have largely focused on
We're bringing back Orion Pictures, everybody. They're a game developer now.
Great.
streaming. There's a lot of words.
Love their logo.
We used our
Very
expertise in
simplistic. We
developing
just
game engine
cut. We just
software
cut a few
and took a
places here and
different
there.
approach. By incorporating Orion
We
technology
got
at the
Orion.
game
Means
engine
we're going to
level,
make a bunch of games
we're
based on
able to stream
RoboCop.
game content up to 20% faster.
It's the
per
only
frame,
Orion movie I can think
leading
of.
to a dramatic reduction in
What are your guys' opinion
so
on
this is-
stream gaming? Because this is stream gaming.
Streaming thing?
Yeah,
sure,
streaming
probably.
gaming thing.
I'm sorry.
Apparently,
What are they
game
talking about?
developers, Orion
Yeah,
Technology,
Orion's now the
easy to
platform
integrate
for
with
streaming,
game
like
built with
streaming
our
your
SDK.
games.
No, I think Orion's like an engine thing because they
Means
were
that
saying it'll
streaming
work with any
games
game.
are faster and better with
I think
Orion.
this is like a streaming
And
engine.
Orion substantially reduces the cost of streaming for players
Yeah, what
and
is?
for publishers. So it won't matter if your friends and family are sucking up all the bandwidth or if you live far away from a data center. With
Like
Orion,
fucking
you'll still
leeches.
be able to stream your game at max settings.
I don't know how this is even supposed to work.
Stop watching Jeopardy, Mom. I need to play my video games.
Now, as with any new computer technology, one must ask the question.
Can it play Doom?
Can
Can
it
it
play
run
Doom?
Far Cry? These are questions that need to be asked.
Good
Can't run
question.
Crisis.
Can it stream an
That's what I meant.
So
Right.
far
That's
ahead
what
of
I
me
meant.
because he
I know.
just said
first-person
it.
shooter with native 4K resolution at 60 frames per second? Let's see.
Oh, shit.
Y'all motherfuckers want to see some Doom?
I'd like to introduce Shale Williams, tech specialist from id Software, who is
She's
showing
actually
you
playing
just
really well,
that
goddamn.
here live on stage.
So Shale is streaming an Orion
Oh, that's the
Doom
first Doom.
2016 right now to that mobile device. As you
Sure.
can see, there is no reduction in visual fidelity. That's Doom at 60 frames per second
God
without
damn.
perceptible latency. And we want you all to
Good thumb
experience
action
this
here.
powerful
Oh,
streaming
focus?
technology yourself.
Oh,
I think
okay.
she's got
Test and
unlimited
refine
health
it.
on because she's
So
not
for a chance
taking
to
any
be among
damage
the
at all.
first in the world,
I mean, you
Doom
got it when you're presenting
2016
shit.
For
Yeah.
free.
Yeah, I
All
mean,
you
still.
need to do is join the Doom Slayers Club by registering at slayersclub.com.
Hey, if I could
tonight.
stream that and like just play it on my cause I have an Xbox. I have like 2 Bluetooth wireless controllers. I could just use whatever I fucking want.
Yeah, great, but I want to join the Slayers
Everybody
Club.
could use a little more Doom
The
in their lives.
Slayers Club.
I want to be a Slayer.
Let's register that. Let's go ahead and.
And we'll see you in
register.
hell.
I'm a little upset because Slayers Club was the name of my Slayers anime newsletter. That's I had that copyrighted. You hear from my lawyers.
Here it is. Oh, this is some crazy
Yes.
shit. This is good. I like this.
I'm going to need to look up what Orion is exactly after this because we were talking so much through it I don't even know.
Yeah,
It's
it
a
was like
stream.
it was something where it was like you can use this to make streaming work better.
Yes, I don't know. It optimizes the game.
This is some Dark Souls level bullshit going on.
Yeah,
Is that Anor Londo?
kind of.
Is this supposed to be like?
I think it's heaven.
Is this supposed to be Doom Heaven?
Yeah.
Like
Heaven,
Doom
heaven and hell. I think so. I saw like the
Oh,
design of those
crap.
angels. They have like robotics on them, so it must be the last dude from like the first game. Oh, you can actually see through his visor.
Doom guy face reveal.
The face reveal. It's Blazkowicz all this time.
I mean, it was
This is like the same
great grandson or something.
God, this looks so good.
Yeah.
It's just
that's
more
the-
Doom. That's exactly what I want.
That's the Doom Hunter, or like the Human Slayer or whatever
Yeah.
concept that I saw. That's looking good.
Yeah.
Fuck, I want that game so bad.
Give it to me.
All right, when's the release date?
Release date, give it to me. Oh, it's this.
People with epilepsy in the audience were not appropriately warned.
Why? I wanted to see what that was, cameraman, you dick! Oh my god.
Did that, the Dragon Ball thing had some letter from Akira Toriyama, and it just was zoomed out the entire time.
It was up there for like 2 seconds, too.
Yeah.
I'm Marty Stratton, the executive
Oh, there's
producer of Doom
Hugo.
Eternal.
He's the great. He was great in the last year's E3.
I loved Hugo and Hugo.
Games creative director.
Yeah.
Now he's all growed up.
Oh, grown up.
That's the power of cinema.
We're not just building a world for Doom, it's an entire universe.
So it is on Earth.
Is on the brink of annihilation.
Stuck him into Lumiere's aging machine, and he popped out a fully grown man.
Your crusade to save it will take you across
Looking like Obi-Wan Kenobi for some
to
reason.
locations never seen before in Doom, from
Yeah,
heaven
see?
and hell to the Sentinel homeworld
is
and
heaven.
beyond.
Yeah. That's nuts. That's cool.
Yeah.
There is so much to see.
Angels are not prejudiced at all. They'll kill anything, even you.
Yeah, I played Bayonetta.
Promises to be the ultimate power fantasy.
Oh, Bayonetta's angel designs were so good.
Yeah.
Because you are the Doom Slayer.
Actually, hey, there's a little Switch prediction for you as Bayonetta 3 footage.
And nothing can stand in your way. Absolutely.
They got to be showing that at this point.
Yeah.
Probably in their
The challenge in
E3
Doom
Direct.
is all
Yeah.
about handcrafted combat.
When
But
they have
also
to. I don't know
engaging
any
level design.
other games for
Artisanal
Eternal,
combat.
The game always has something that's new
This
to
guy's
throw
giving
its
me
use
Martin
even
Sheen
deep
vibes.
Into the campaign. Let's take a
He
look.
looks like that one guy from like Friends.
The budget version of Kyle MacLachlan.
Oh yeah, a little bit. But yeah, I can see what you're talking about. Chandler.
Yeah, he looks like a bit like.
Can't think of his name.
Oh, this shit's looking nuts.
Yeah.
They wanted to get
Gash
Matthew Perry,
refilled?
but his
Oh.
stomach erupted again.
No.
I like how that's your favorite Matthew Perry story. Matthew Perry.
What the fuck else has he been doing other than having a perforated bowel?
Oh, this looks so good.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
When he stars in things, maybe I'll reference that, Larry.
You know what's the most messed up thing is Doom is a series where you can look at first-person platforming and be like, yeah, this looks fun.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Weird. It's almost like that's not an inherently bad thing, just that people do not execute on it well.
Yeah.
They don't. Like, it has really only been able to, like... It's made something really great with the first two, but now Doom Eternal's just like...
Oh,
what if
did
we
you just beat that dude
push
his
it
own
to,
heart?
Yes.
Like, up to 1,000.
Thanks.
He shoved that heart in his fucking gullet.
It's so important to us at id Software
And it
that
blew up.
every
That's
aspect
some
of
bad
the
heartburn.
gameplay has real meaning to you, the player. Every enemy is different, every weapon has a purpose,
Does it?
and every decision you make really counts. The only path to victory in Doom Eternal is to aggressively control the fight with amazing agility, powerful guns, and critical resources.
I love critical resources.
We absolutely can't wait for you to play it.
Oh.
And some of you won't have to wait too long.
It's out
If you
now.
are lucky enough to be in the room tonight,
We're giving out a free copy.
Yep. It's under your seat.
you'll have a chance
just
to
a free-
play it
that's their demo,
immediately
whatever, for
following
them.
the show.
So dumb.
Yeah, this is definitely at E3.
That dude was like...
And for those not here, but at E3 this week, we'll have Doom
Cat
Eternal
just got up to
playable
him.
in the Bethesda booth all week.
He's just like, oh, the bastard.
But enough talk. Let's see how it all comes together. And watch as this perfect
Oh, they're gonna be some
killing
high-level
machine goes to
gameplay.
work.
Ah, Mick Gordon. Mick Gordon's soundtracks are so fucking good.
I hate that my brain has been
This
so
flying?
poisoned by video games that he says, but enough talk, and I immediately thought he was going to say, have at you. Yeah.
Yeah. I experienced the same thing, and I didn't want to bring it up because I thought you would all think I was insane.
Well,
What was that from? Like, I know that's from something.
Symphony of the Night.
Castlevania. Symphony of the Night, yeah.
Fuck, I need to play that.
What is a man but a
What is
miserable
a-
pile of secrets, but enough talk, have at you. The same could be said of all religions.
You steal men's souls and enslave them. Make them your slaves, I guess is what he says.
Yeah, make them your slaves.
Demonic corruption? What is this mechanic? I need to know what this is.
Yeah, look, you got demonic corruption.
They
bar.
were saying that your choices matter. So this seems like a real like Paragon or Renegade system that they put into this thing.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, like Doom Guy is like doesn't really. Is this like Metroid Prime 3, or just like if you just take too much? God damn it! I hope not.
You have to choose whether you rip or tear. If you rip, then you go to one side.
The game will remember whether you ripped or tore.
Yeah.
Cyber Demon will remember that.
Honestly, that it looks like
Everyone
some
disliked that.
sort of like supercharged thing.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
type of meter. Maybe it's for.
I mean, if they do have some type of morality system in this thing, they mentioned, you know, you go to heaven, you go to hell. Maybe Doom Guy is you could take a side, but that seems extremely un-Doom Guy like.
Yeah, that's very
He takes a side,
un-Doom
He just
Guy.
murders
You have,
everything.
you have like sub-weapons. He had like a shoulder cannon.
Yeah, he has a shoulder cannon and he has a shoulder flamethrower that you can grenade launcher. It's nuts, and he also has this nice like fucking like Predator blade thing on like his fucking hand. Like you're just playing as Predator, but his name Doom Guy.
Yeah.
Like it's just a Predator simulator, except
good.
Like
there's never been a good Predator game.
Nope. Oh, are you excited about that Sony Predator game coming out?
No.
No, I'm not either.
It's from the makers of the Friday the 13th game.
Oh no.
Yep.
That's horrible.
You ever play that
Nightmare on
PS3
Elm
one?
Street would make for a very good video game if they did that right.
Yeah, sure. Oh, the different
It'd be
Freddy
really
forms.
Yeah. Like if each level were a different dream and the goal is to like survive and evade Freddy until like so much time has elapsed and you wake up.
Yeah. Alright.
Set up traps for him, stuff like that.
Destructible parts.
Yeah, he picked that up, didn't he? He didn't like tear it off, but he actually just picked it up.
He like shot off the tail of the brain scorpion.
That's great though, because then you can like.
This gun's not doing enough damage, man.
I mean, you can see the damage on the.
Hey, look, the only weapon you need in a Doom game is the shotgun.
No, the only weapon you need is your fist. Is your fist.
Yeah, there's
Beat
that
the living
feeling.
shit out of all of them. Enter the slipgate? Oh my god.
Enter the slipgate.
I thought for a second it said Stardate. I was like, what?
Kurt Russell's
I mean, this
here.
looks really good.
Yeah.
No, like the grapple hook, like there's a lot of like.
I mean, just like
crazy
the
fucking mobility.
graphic fidelity of this thing is really nice.
Oh, we're going to. There it is.
It's
The
the
Coliseum in Dark Souls 2.
I mean, the first game also looked really good. But this,
Oh, that's the actual original Cyber Demon.
Yeah. I love me a Cyber Demon.
I actually like the
BFG.
Cyber Demon design in the first one. In the first like Doom, I really liked it. You're gonna see a dude like flip out.
That guy was having a good time.
All right. That was
This is a very good time.
Yeah, that was awesome. Thanks.
You know what's messed up?
We're so excited.
This might be the best
because
conference
the
of E3.
gameplay that you just saw
That's
is just
the
a
weirdest
of what
thing,
you're going to
man.
play this week.
Because it's just like what, like 4 or 5 games that they showed.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know
if
what?
you count the
Doom,
count the
Wolfenstein.
Stadia conference too, then yeah, sure.
Yeah, got Doom, Wolfenstein, that new Arcane
You
game.
don't have to wait too much longer.
Oh.
Not quite tomorrow.
There we go.
But Doom Eternal
I knew
will
it.
release on
November.
November 22nd.
Of course.
Yeah.
Give the gift of giving by slaying demons.
Yep, just before Black
That-
Friday.
That is good because I cannot afford
about that,
Wolfenstein,
but
and
we've
I'm
got
not going to be able to
something
afford
really
much until
special for Doom
November.
fans.
So
An amazing
Wow.
collector's edition
The fucking
we're
helmet.
really proud of.
Yeah.
And a cassette tape.
Yeah. That's an actual helmet.
I mean, Bethesda's
you
collector's
could wear-
editions
you
have
could
been
wear
so
that
good.
Oh, they're showing a person with the helmet. Look at this dude, just like, yeah.
That's right.
he takes it off, and it's Jeff Keighley.
You guys already got it.
Already a badass. He's already got one on.
He just starts playing
Right,
the
well, we've
Wii
got
Shop
one
music
more
on his cell
thing
phone.
we know
It was
that
him
you've
the
been
whole
waiting to hear
time.
about. Our totally
Oh, well,
new
we want to talk
Doom
about the
multiplayer
multiplayer.
experience.
Eh.
We call it battle mode.
It'd be great if they were like,
We
there is
are
none.
bringing this in-house
It's very
to
Quake-like
and it's
though.
unlike
The
anything
multiplayer is
you've
like so
played
Quake-like,
before.
so it's always quick.
Yeah.
I didn't like multiplayer in Doom.
To share this with you.
I feel like with the new
Doom, but
options
with
they
your
have
friends.
here, it might be a
Where
little bit
two
better, but
player-controlled
Yeah, maybe.
it might also just
take on
complete
one
clusterfuck. So who
fully
knows?
loaded
I mean,
Slayer
Quake
in a
I'd be willing to
Champions.
take. I would be willing to take a look at it because the multiplayer did not have an impact on the single player quality at all, and so that. Look,
Here's the thing.
so
I feel like if the multiplayer, like if like the full game was $60, right, and like it has a multiplayer, but if you could just opt out of that and just buy the game for like $50 without the multiplayer, I'd do that.
I wish you could just opt out of auto updates because the first Doom kept getting multiplayer updates that were large.
That's right, a lot more to share at QuakeCon.
Well, I mean, they rebuilt like the
before
entire
we
thing,
go,
didn't they?
we do
I
want to
don't
take
know.
a first look at Doom Eternal's new multiplayer. On behalf of our amazing team at id in Dallas and Frankfurt, Germany, we want to thank you all so much for your support. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, id in Dallas.
Yeah, it looks like it was the last multiplayer was developed by a different team, but this one's actually internally developed by id.
Well, I thought that. Excuse me. I thought that it was a. Oh, so sleepy. I thought that it was a different team that developed the multiplayer, but then it went in-house after everyone kind of like pushed back against it.
Oh, now you
I
can
think
play
that's
as
what happened.
demons.
But...
Well,
Oh,
I
you could
guess
play
you
as
could.
demons in the other one.
You can play as them. Yeah.
Yeah, but these ones now are just like a 2v1.
There you go, Larry. Here's your new Left 4 Dead.
How dare you?
No, it's just a 2v1. Yeah, it looks like it's just 2v1.
Yeah, it says like.
What was the,
Slayer
what happened to
is
that?
supercharged.
What happened to that like Dark Souls ass invasion mechanic thing?
I don't know. Yeah, that was the thing when Eternal was announced. Like people were wondering if it was like a battle royale thing or something.
Battle royale? That's dumb.
Yeah, but at the time, like everything was a battle royale.
Everything still is a battle royale.
That makes no sense. I'd be like what? You'd be like 100 fucking like demons to fight one dude?
Oh no, it's 100.
No, you'd be like 100. 100 Doom Slayers. They parachute into hell.
Yeah, that's right. You have to find where the BFG is and camp it.
Please, from Marty Hugo and all of our presenters tonight.
Looks like that was it.
And for everyone at our studios around
Yeah,
the
no,
globe
we're
that
about
worked
that.
so hard on the great games you've seen
Yeah,
tonight.
ended off
we
at
say
Doom.
thank you.
That's good.
2019 marks 25 years of Doom. So to celebrate, we will be
course.
going all out with
great.
Doom
Happy birthday,
at QuakeCon
Doom.
this summer. We're adding a whole host of panels
Thanks
and
for all the
activities
Dooms, Doom.
dedicated to Doom, which we
DoomCon.
call
It's great.
DoomCon.
Yeah,
See what we did
normally
there?
Quake.
We took out Quake because Quake is dead.
Yeah, nobody cares about Quake.
We hope you can come hang out with us in Dallas at our inaugural event in London. If you can't, please tune in online. Until then, go to Bethesda.net for more info on all the games you saw
Until then,
tonight.
leave me alone.
Here at E3 this week, we'll have
Until
hands-on
then,
with
don't
many
tweet
of our
at me.
games, so be sure to stop
Like
by our
the
booth.
information's there.
In the meantime,
Stop it.
thanks for playing, thanks for watching.
What's wrong
and
with
thanks
you?
to all of you for being part of the Bethesda
Then
community.
Devolver Digital
Have a
coming
great
up,
night.
right?
Yeah, I don't think we're going to do something for Devolver because Devolver is just a comedy program.
Yeah.
So.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, there's like only like what they announced like 2 or 3 games with like and like this weird story they
Yeah,
have.
and Metal Wolf Chaos I think is still not out. That was announced
Nope.
last year.
Yeah, it was last year they announced that.
I'm sure they will reference that in some way.
Probably.
Yeah,
I just
like-
want to see what happens to RoboCop.
Like a
X.
release date.
That's still the one game that they advertise in the entire conference that they do.
Probably.
Did pretty good.
Well, okay.
Yeah,
this-
well that was the Bethesda conference. What did you guys think?
pretty good.
Pretty good to be honest. Yeah,
Yeah,
not gonna
like,
lie.
It starts out bad with all the Fallout and Elder Scrolls, but
It's like one of those things. Good news or bad news first? Let's just go with bad news first.
yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
I'm
It was like
50-50 on
fun.
it. There was way too much cell phone games. I think what they did to Commander Keen was a crime.
Oh yeah.
it was heresy.
The people who did that should be in jail.
Yeah.
But yeah, Doom looks really good. I'm interested in the Shinji Mikami thing, and
Wolfenstein.
I don't know why I'm blanking. Wolfenstein is looking really good. I'm just bummed that that's next month, so I'm not going to be able to play it.
That's okay. Well, I'm going to be getting it, so you don't have to worry about that.
That works out.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Ghostwire.
Kenny Omega nodding furiously.
I'd say all in all, I think Bethesda's won E3.
Yeah,
not gonna lie, I'm really looking forward to the Wolfenstein, Doom, Deathloop, and Ghostwire. Those are looking very, very good.
Hey,
I was curious how they could fill 90 minutes, but they did it.
I gave Microsoft an A. I'm gonna revise that. I'm gonna give them a B+, and I'm gonna give Bethesda an A-.
Well, I give Bethesda a I think also an A-. Microsoft, I'm dropping down to a D.
Okay, that's harsh.
I think
they're dead because they dead to me. Danny informed me that the Master Chief Collection per game $10 damn. Get the fuck out of here.
Or in great Microsoft fashion, buy the Game Pass for $15 a month, and you get all of the Master Chief Collection.
Or $1, as
it's
Larry
$10
was telling me is frequently $1.
Yeah, right now I have 3 months for $1, so.
Yeah, not gonna lie, their Game Pass goes on sale like fucking crazy.
It does.
That's probably what I'm going to end up doing, because I don't think I could see myself playing that game so much that I would that it would be unreasonable for me to not just get the Game Pass on cheap to play it for 3 months and then drop it and go play something else.
Yeah, the thing is, it's not even you have to have not been subscribed for a while to get it. It's just if you are not currently subscribed, you can get it. So there's no reason to keep subscribing.
All right, well, that was Bethesda. So far, our winner of E3, Bethesda. Congratulations, Todd Howard.
And
you did it.
If they go that route,
Let me
I
see
love
what
Infamous.
Kenny
Dragons
I love
and all the
Arrow,
video
looks like
games.
ML. It looks like win-win for me.
No, and
the presentation was awesome.
Yeah, stage looked cool, and again, both those new games just kind of
I'd give it a
CG
solid
concept
A-,
trailers,
to be
but they're
honest.
brand new IPs.
I'd
And
give
Bethesda, out of
Bethesda a
all
solid
of them,
A-.
I feel like every year they always
And
have new
I wasn't there for you guys talking with about the Microsoft one. Microsoft was a C for me, specifically a C.
In retrospect, yeah, probably.
Yeah, to be honest, it's a solid C tier, right? It had some good reveals. Other stuff, most of it was pretty leaked.
I think it's a D, and then I would also give it 3 Master Chief heads out of 5. I think, because they did, they gave us a little bit of info on Scarlet. I mean, SSD, it's an SSD.
Yep, there's an SSD.
Loading times SSD, 120 frames per second.
Between the SSD
Ray
and the
tracing.
solid state drive, we'll have
Yeah,
potential.
didn't they redundantly say we have
Yes.
an SSD and a solid state drive?
Yes, they did.
That's the thing.
Yeah, the SSD interfaces with the solid state drive in order to ray trace the GPUs. And that gives you maximum frames.
And that was in a pre-recorded bit too. That wasn't someone goofing on stage.
Nobody looked at that and was just like, we should leave that clip out.
It was what? What?
All right, well, we're coming back tomorrow for Ubisoft.
Yep, Ubisoft
What
tomorrow.
time? What time is Ubisoft?
Ubisoft starts at 2 p.m. our time, Danny. So
Okay.
if you want to join us for that, then be on then or don't. It is your choice.
I unfortunately might still be at work until 5 o'clock.
Okay.
I'll be
The only ones who are
Well, you
who
might
are
be here.
assigned to do this for sure are Larry and me. So
You might be here for Square Enix tomorrow night.
Because I really wanted to see the Ubisoft to see what they're gonna freaking do.
Yeah.
And it's such a catch-22. Then with Square Enix, I know they're gonna reveal the Avengers game.
Yeah.
Obviously some Final Fantasy.
pushed as hard just to meet the kind of arbitrary deadline.
Yeah, and then we'll also do Nintendo, but probably later in the day than when that actually goes live. So
yeah, because like whatever.
That should wrap everything up. Because thankfully EA didn't really have anything going on. Sony obviously not here, and we don't care about Stadia. You were asking us, I think earlier, what we think of game streaming. My short answer for you is I think that is a huge problem when it comes to game preservation, and so I am very against it.
I agree.
I think if that takes off and the industry moves in that direction, again, when I say video games are becoming very, very cynical, that is something that I'm referring to. That being a new business model for games, I think is very worrying.
And for me personally, my internet is not great, and so I have no use for it.
I honestly think like there's a lot of problems with game streaming where like it depends on like what provider you have, and like if you have like, as you witnessed during the fucking conference, a staticky internet connection like mine, and you wouldn't be able to enjoy games like to its fullest at all. Like
There was that bit at the start where he was just like, "We here at Stadia are all about the get."
Also, you still have to buy the games. That's the weirdest thing.
I feel like Stadia is like, cause like I think Orion is like Stadia, where Stadia is just a streaming like kind of platform where you kind of sync up your accounts and then you just go from there. So I'm not sure if it's like either it's some type of like database that you have to pay for like a cloud service thing, and then you could stream it onto your devices, or if it's some type of like, because I didn't look at the Stadia thing.
I have Orion pulled up right here. Bethesda Softworks has announced a software platform that's supposed to dramatically improve cloud gaming performance. A system called Orion could be added to a wide variety of games across different game streaming services. Bethesda promises that will give players a high-quality experience that's accessible on slower internet speeds, and is opening a limited beta test later this year.
That still doesn't really tell me anything.
Orion is supposed to complement, not compete with these kind of services. This can be put into any game engine. It can be used with any streaming platform to provide a better experience for any consumer playing that game on that platform. Lower cost for
go back to that. It can be put into any game engine?
Yeah, see, that was what I thought from when they were talking. It sounded like some sort of middleware thing, like SpeedTree or whatever that they would put in there. And then it was talking about like, but you at home can use it to not use bandwidth or whatever. And
it says right here, essentially it works by delegating some processing tasks to the game engine locally rather than performing them as they're transmitted to the player over the internet.
Why did they have this at the conference?
I don't know. Bethesda, we might have been talking through it. Bethesda says that turning on just one of several Orion features cuts the bandwidth that's required for all high-quality streaming experiences by 40%. It also supposedly reduces the time it takes to encode a frame of video, which is then streamed to the player, by 30%, and trims the compute work that's required by 20%. The company didn't say how much turning on all Orion features would improve a stream, although Altman says that various kinds of games will benefit more from different features.
Nice to see new games.
My point was,
this
why
is
were they
coming
showing
from
that at a conference to us?
I mean, I took some photos of the LA Convention Center.
I don't know.
On the site.
I cannot answer that.
Every poster is somebody with a gun. There is still
Well, great.
Yeah, it sounds like a middleware thing that just improves streaming performance.
I love a shooter as much as anybody else.
Somebody in the chat just said, give me an Ape Escape remake, and I agree.
But yeah, game streaming concerns, because even if you buy the game, it's a similar thing to like, okay, if you bought all these games on Steam and Valve folded for some reason, do you then lose access to all of your games because it's a dead service? And Google is very well known for just giving up on things that aren't working out for them.
Yeah, like Google Fiber.
Yeah. So I don't know about that. And just in general, the industry moves towards this direction of we're weaning off of physical media. You don't actually own these games. It's streaming. It's not even installed on your system. There's no way for somebody to back up and preserve this game. I think that is extremely problematic. So I am actively hoping that fails.
I still think we've got a full generation before things go fully digital, and then probably a generation after that before streaming would become normal.
Yeah. And by then, the atmosphere will have corroded completely, and we will all be suffocating on carbon monoxide. So
Yeah, you keep bringing that
There we
up.
go.
Anyway,
we're all gonna die.
tomorrow, Ubisoft, thank you for watching this with me.
Yeah. And me, I guess.
Thank you.
I'm thinking.
I was talking to
thank you,
Danny.
Danny, for joining. Yeah.
Not thinking
not a
you.
problem. Yeah,
Well,
nobody thinks
thinking
you.
you.
Nobody thinks you, George. Oh, well.
I tried. We'll be back next time. Maybe that everyone will stop being mean to me. Goodbye.
Whatever.
Goodbye.